Well, everyone, the iPhone 13 did end up getting iOS 17, so let's take a look at it on the iPhone 13 and see how it basically holds up. Now, the first thing I'll definitely tell you is this is a very good update. I'm very, very excited about it, but I will tell you it's probably not worth installing day one. I'd probably recommend waiting out maybe a couple of days or weeks until another version comes out, but regardless, if you want to install it now, I would say go for it. Now, this update does bring lots of cool things to the table. So for one, the phone application did get lots of improvements. So we are getting lots and lots of new cool changes within this version of software, so definitely keep that in mind. If you're leaving a contact photo for somebody like this, you can see that things start to look a little bit different, and it definitely looks a lot nicer. So now if somebody calls you or whatever happens, you basically have that capability of seeing the full contact photo and seeing everything here like you could have done before. So it's a really, really cool thing that we have the ability of seeing now, which before we didn't have it. So we could have seen the photos before, but it's a lot nicer looking now. Voicemail got a little bit of an improvement as well. So now if somebody's leaving you a voicemail, you can actually see the live voicemail as they're actually kind of talking and transcribed. But if you want to, you can also pick up the voicemail and literally start talking to them as you normally would. So it's actually pretty crazy. I'm a big fan of these kinds of improvements, and I'm really, really excited to see what Apple ends up doing here, because it's a really cool feature. Now, speaking about leaving messages, FaceTime got a little bit of an improvement as well. So now if somebody's going through and actually calling you, and let's say that you don't pick up, they can actually leave a video message on your iPhone if they're on iOS 17 or newer. And that's another really cool feature that you have. Before we didn't have this type of capability, and now we have it on our iPhones, which is amazing. iMessage got lots and lots of newer improvements here too, which is really cool. So now if we're leaving audio messages, they're not going to be transcribed. We can change the playback speed of audio messages too by holding down the play button. And the UI is a little bit nicer looking. So now we have the standard iMessage here. We have the plus button right here, which is really cool. You can click the plus button and get into this type of panel. And you can also scroll through and see all the other applications that you normally would have. And you can also go through and click on stickers, and you can see stickers that you normally would have that you can kind of drag and drop if you want to on, inside of iMessage like this. You can even add your own stickers here too, which is really cool. This is another really awesome capability that we have within iMessage that we really didn't have before. It's a newer UI, I like it, and I think it's a pretty nice touch. Now, within the keyboard, we're getting inline sentence finishes, which is really cool. Autocorrect's better. It's going to be a better keyboard experience. There's a new journal application being added at a later point. And standby mode is a feature I'm sure everyone knows now, but it's the capability of basically, turning it on, having your iPhone, when you flip it over to the side, act like an analog clock. That's another really awesome feature that we have too. So overall, very, very solid iPhone that I love. It's on iOS 17 now. I think it's okay and it's great. So install it if you want to, but I'd probably recommend waiting just a few days, but regardless, the choice is yours. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.